Welcome to the Luvcoach Starr Show. This is going to be an incredible show, and you will be very glad you decided to listen in. When I first contacted my guest, K.C. Ali, Kalila Camacho Ali, the wife of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, with whom he had 4 children with, I had no idea Muhammad Ali himself would show up. Well, maybe not Muhammad Ali. He passed on just over a year ago. But Muhammad Ali Jr., who you will hear from, is a very talented young man in his own right. For one thing, he sounds just like his dad, Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali Jr. will be doing a show with us along with his mom. You'll want to tell your friends to listen into this historic show. It will be one I will remember for a long time to come. Now let's get right to the Luvcoach Starr Show with my special guest, K.C. Ali, and her son, the son of Muhammad Ali Jr.
My guest married Muhammad Ali on August 17th, 1967. When she was just 17 years old. That's a nice age to get married to.
Yeah, back in those days it was.
Exactly. You had 4 children with Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Say their names to me.
And it's Miriam, Rashida, Jamila, and Muhammad Ibn Ali.
And you had twins.
Yeah, that's Jamila and Rashida.
Which isn't that spectacular?
Yes.
And you are such an interesting lady because you have studied karate. You are an author, an actor, a pilot, that martial artist, and you're not just like a first belt.
No, I'm not a 9th degree Dan.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I started at 7.
You know, I knew that even just looking at you from across the room, I didn't want to fool with you, and now for so many reasons. I not only you probably have some boxing moves, but my God, martial art. You can take care of yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm a relationships person.
Yes.
We have. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We have Muhammad Ali Jr.
Hey, how you doing?
with us here as well.
That's the only biological son of Muhammad Ali.
So this is really something. I think the next time
that I know of.
I do a great impersonation of my father, too.
Go ahead, I want to hear it.
I'm a Muslim. That's my religion. My name is no longer Cassius Clay. Traps nothing against my religious belief.
That's spectacular.
Exactly.
Very, very good. Wow, scary a little bit, huh?
Me sometimes,
You think you're sitting next to him.
I had a whole lot of professional fights. But there's one fight I'll never do again. And that's with Khalil Ali. I said, what happened, Daddy? He said, he took my arm and threw me. And don't know where she got the strength.
He wasn't supposed to tell nobody that.
That's not the first thing we were supposed to say on this interview. But I love it. I'll take it. So, I love the relationships part of life. I mean, that's who I am. Yes. I'm a relationships guy. I knew that when I first met you. I didn't know how it was going to happen or what was going to happen, but we just got along. I didn't know if you got along with everybody that way, but we got along, and it's turning out that we'll be able to, help each other and work with each other.
Definitely.
Would you please tell me about your early part of your life? Where were you? What were you doing? What was it like growing up where you grew up?
Yeah, well, I grew up. My mother and father, of course, were Muslims. They became Muslims back in the 40s. I was born in 50, so they was in the religion way before I was born, and they were servants that helped the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who was the Muslim leader at the time, and under his philosophy at the time. So I kind of grew up in his home because my mother and father was working. So they said, well, I'll keep your daughter with my family. And when you get off work, you can pick her up at my house.
How nice.
And see, living with a leader with his grandchildren, there was a lot of dignitaries always at the house. And when I got old enough to serve food and everything like that, we had to serve the dignitaries that would come to the house. So I met a lot of leaders, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Wow.
I met a lot of people, Andrew Young. I mean, it was a lot of leaders of Ghana and people from the Colombia. I mean, there was a lot of presidents would come to see him. So I was able to, serve and meet a lot of interesting people. And I was also, by me being a martial artist, I got my first black belt when I was 7.
Oh, my goodness.
And I followed the Bruce Lee and everything. But during that time, I never wanted anybody to know what I do because I was a security for Malcolm X and a few others, and it wasn't to be known what I do. So they wouldn't be expecting me when they see me coming. So
Wow.
So it was interesting during that time.
So by serving these dignitaries, it was a lot easier for you to deal with celebrities and
Yes.
famous people as
Yes.
time went on.
Yeah.
So
It was a common thing for me.
How did you meet Cassius Clay?
So when I was 10 years old, I was an honor student at Muhammad's University of Islam. And as I was putting up the bulletin board, I was always, I was very active in school. We heard these people coming in the hallway. And I said, wow, it sounds, who's coming down the hallway making all that noise? And it was like these 2 tall men. They looked like gladiators. And I found out that they were some guests of the school. And we went upstairs. And I saw this young man said, I'm going to be the heavyweight champion of the world before I'm 21.
Let
Get
him
your
say it
autographs
now.
I'm gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world when I'm 21. So get your autographs now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was 18 at the time.
Wow.
And I was 10.
And he wasn't even in the Olympics or anything yet.
Yeah, he had just won the gold medal in the
Oh, my
Olympics. That's why he
God.
was there. And I didn't know anything about all that. So when he gave me the autograph, he signed it Cassius Marcellus Clay. And I go,
My God.
and I'm a Muslim, so I appreciate Muslim names and names of culture, names of people who are with honor. And he said, my name, he said, here, little girl, here's my autograph.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, little girl, this is my autograph. be important one day.
That's some scary stuff right there, man. I had to look twice. So, wow. So I said, your name is, I'm looking at it, it says Cassius Marcellus.
Yeah.
I said, do you know these are Roman names?
No.
Yeah, it's Roman names. You know what the Romans did to people?
No.
No, oh my goodness. And your last name is Clay. That means dirt you mold.
Did you say this to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I says, oh my God. And you proud of this?
So he must have fallen right in love with
proud
you.
of- yeah. You proud of this?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I said, well, baby, I tell you what, you take this, and I tore it up in little pieces and put it in his hand and says, until you come back with a name of honor, a name of culture, matter of fact, a Muslim name, then we can talk. And I walked away.
This woman talking my name. Who's that woman?
I have this on tape.
And he
It's going to
was
be
like-
archived
I
forever.
can't believe she did that.
His eyes was huge. You know how the wolf and then the jaw hits the ground like that. You go, ah.
Nobody do that to me.
Yeah, he just never had it before done to it.
Wow. How interesting is that? And so what
He said,
happened?
How old are you? 10 years old? How could you be 2 years old talking to me like that?
A little bit big for your age.
Let's take a break from this very special show with K.C. Ali, the former wife of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, and his son, and K.C.'s son, Muhammad Ali Jr. Don't go away. Stay with us for these brief but important messages from sponsors of this show, and we will be right back.
When businesses want short-term answers for problems they have not been able to solve on their own, they bring in knowledgeable, experienced consultants. Why not do the same for your long-term challenges and problems concerning love, sex, dating, and your relationships? An experienced relationship coach can help you through, understand, and cast aside fear and intimacy issues that have prevented you from having the happiness you deserve. You have worked long and hard and have everything but love in your life? Why not have your own relationship coach guide you through every step of the process that will bring you closer to having a soulmate in your life? Don't wait another minute to let go of destructive, unproductive habits to find love. Mention you heard this on my show and receive a free 10-minute consultation. Contact me at Luvcoach at AOL.com. That's LUVCOACH at AOL.com. A relationship coach can help you have everything and love in your life.
Name. Who's that woman?
I have this on tape.
And he
It's going to
was
be
like-
archived
I
forever.
can't believe she did that.
He had his eyes was huge. You know how the wolf and then the jaw hits the ground like that. You go,
Why
ah.
anybody do that to me?
Yeah, he just never had it before done to him.
Wow, how interesting is that? And so what
He said,
happened?
How old are you? 10 years old? How could you be 2 years old talking to me like that?
You a little bit big for your age.
You know what?
I'll wait.
I really don't want to spend too much time with any callers, but because I want to be here with you. But we're going to take James.
Yeah.
James is on the phone.
Is James on the phone?
James
oh
on
my
the phone.
Goodness, that's
let's,
great.
Let's say hello to James. Welcome to the show, James. You're listening to the Love Coach Bruce Starr Show, and we have KC is in the house with Muhammad Ali Jr.
How y'all doing?
Fine.
James, my man.
That's James Hunter. He's great,
Definitely.
great
It's a
producer.
pleasure to talk to y'all today.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on with you guys. I want to hear from you.
Tell him, James. Go ahead.
Well, we're putting together a feature film titled Colorblind, and it basically tackles the question on whether racism is something that you're born with or if it's something that's learned, that's taught. And we have a unique approach to it. You know, as I don't think I've ever seen it in a movie before. And we think it's going to change a lot of people's minds and open a lot of people's hearts.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary film. And James and I met James last February when he did another film called The Turnaround. And James, how many awards did you get on that film?
We got 2 at that particular film festival.
And in all, how many you get?
Altogether, it was 2. We was nominated for 6, and we got 2.
Okay.
So the film is in the can. It's are you editing or is it ready to
It's in this production stages right now.
pre-production?
Pre-production.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. James gave me the honor to be an executive producer on the film. One of the executive producers.
The honor is all mine. Trust me.
And where are you going to shoot this, James?
We'll be shooting in Florida and maybe some of it in Atlanta.
Well, that's great. You know, my background is entertainment. I've been in the entertainment industry out in Los Angeles in production since 1981. So if there's any way that, I can give you some advice and counsel, I'd be glad to. But I want to thank you so much for calling in. And,
Definitely.
I would love, we're going to do another show with KC and Ali Jr., and there's just no doubt about it. But I really have so many questions I want to ask KC. If you don't mind, I'm going to say goodbye now, and I want to thank you so much for listening and calling into the show.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for Miss Ali for being a part of the project and even believing in the vision, because we're about to make history with this.
Exciting stuff.
Fantastic.
I want to learn and hear more about it as time goes on. And
James, you're the greatest.
That's exactly what we'll do. I'm so glad Junior came along. Man. This is great.
I had to bring him for you. I wanted to surprise you.
I told you I shall return.
Oh, my God. So I know that Mohammed passed on in this last year.
Yeah, matter of fact, he passed on June the 3rd of 2016.
June the 3rd.
And my father passed June 2nd, 2017.
Oh, my God,
My father.
sorry.
And my father used to call him Nassau Daddy. They were very close. And they both were born in January. They both died on a Friday. They both died in the month of Ramadan. And they both died of Parkinson's disease.
If you would like to hear the entire interview with Casey Ali and Muhammad Ali Jr., just email me at Luvcoach, Luvcoach, @gmail.com.